Once upon a digital dusk, a girl was born without blood, without breath, an actress made of algorithms. She smiled on cue, but never blinked, and Hollywood cheered. Far away, a man sat in a darkened theater. His love for anime outweighed his bladder, so he stood and peed and never looked away from the screen. Elsewhere, a dying father bought a cure, a coin made of promises and blockchain lies. When it vanished, so did his last hope. And in a quiet hospital, a surgeon whispered to his legs, "I don't need you anymore," then made it true for kink and cash. These are not fables, they are headlines. Welcome to the Convoluted podcast.
It's wild, it's twisted. Headlines hitting like a slap and you missed it. It's madness, I'm tapped out, live on the scene and I can't find my way out.
And welcome back, everyone, to the Convoluted Podcast, the show where the world burns and we roast marshmallows over its content.
We're here to bring you the news that make you go, wait, what? And then immediately we got asking.
In today's episode, ambitions go too far, bodily functions break the social contract, tech replaces talent, and someone commits crime against anatomy.
And all that and more. Served hot, weird, and slightly illegal in most jurisdictions.
But before we dive into the madness, real quick, if you're watching on YouTube, hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss an episode. And if you're listening on Spotify or wherever you follow us, drop a review, tell a friend who enjoys ethically questionable stories.
Well, just someone who Googled is peeing in a theater a crime and actually found enlightenment.
Exactly. All right, Liz, before we get into today's parade of poor decision, how was your week?
It's been okay. Just been, our census was slow and then it became really fast, real high, real quick. So, got real busy, real fast. So
One of those, huh? One of those.
yeah. How was yours, Zoe?
So I am now going back to work with my month of fun weekends are over. Fun in quotes. They were all,
Oh yeah.
nothing but 3-day weekends for an entire month. But they felt like actual work since we had so much to do. A lot of the rest days didn't actually become rest. They were like moving, cleaning, chores, just like it was not an actual vacation. So but productive, still more to do, but yeah, it was not what I thought was gonna happen, but time to go back in the grind of the 5 days. So I think we talked about how it'd be nice to work 4 days a week and have 3 day. It was nice for the first week. I think even the second, but the second is like, oh, I got more things to do at home. I'm like, oh god, it just becomes like, it's just, I don't know, it's a whole different level.
It's like, do you want to go to work and avoid what has to be done at home, or go be home and we'll focus on that?
Exactly. Like, as much as there are so many times I'm like, I can watch some TV here, watch something. I'm like, oh wait, I gotta still do this. I gotta do that. I'm like, oh god.
Y, Z. Oh, I got a B and C left too.
So yeah, it was a little mosh posh of stuff. It wasn't bad, but yeah, that was my week. Anything else you want to get into before we get started?
Honestly, the sucker feels like it was written by an AI on shrooms, and somehow it's still less insane than real life.
So let's get into it. All right, let's start with something that feels science fiction, but it's 100% real and it's happening right now. Apparently, Hollywood just gave a lead role to an actress who doesn't exist.
Yep. Her name? Tilly Norwood. Her job? Movie star. Her body? Pure ones and zeros. No blood, no bones, just vibes and shaders.
She's the fully AI generated star of the new cyber thriller called, oh my god,
Wisteria?
Wisteria Protocol. Have you heard this at all?
No, I have not heard about this at all.
Yeah, because it's a which sound apparently it sounds like a movie Netflix makes with feeling edgy, but couldn't afford actual actors anymore.
No, it was built by a startup called Synth Dreams. I'm probably mutilating, so I apologize.
Yeah, Synth,
Their
she got it
whole
right.
pitch, okay. Their whole pitch is why hire a human when you can license a beautiful, compliant digital actors who never ask for a raise, mess up a tape, or get caught doing coke at the Met Gala.
According to them, she's a revolutionary new tool in storytelling. According to everyone else, she's deeply unsettling and possibly the first sign of SAC AI getting. Oh my god, that's such a loss.
Here's the kicker. Audiences liked her. Focus groups rated Tilly higher than some real actresses in terms of screen presence, relatability, and get this, emotional nuance.
How does an algorithm have emotional nuance? She's running on a graphics card, not childhood trauma.
Exactly. She doesn't have feelings. She has rendering passes. She doesn't cry. She moisture maps.
Oh god. And get this.
Ridiculous.
In the leaks behind the scene footage, real actors are doing scenes opposite tennis balls on sticks. No stand-ins, no green suits, just vibes. They slap Tilly in during post. Yeah, makes sense.
So you're telling some poor actor had to fake romantic tension with a ping pong ball while the AI gets all the close-ups and press tours?
And it gets worse. They trained her voice using archived records of dead actresses. Like digitally Frankenstein her voice tone from someone who literally cannot say no.
So now we got synthetic beauty, stolen voices, and a Hollywood exec saying, she's the future. Future what? Necromancer cinema?
It raises the question if an AI gives a perfect performance, or is it really acting? Or is it just puppeteering in high res?
It's like emotional deep faking. Kelly isn't channeling grief or love. She's just hitting rhythmic, accurate eye squints and sad mouth 2.0.
There was a tweet that said Tilly Norwood, I gotta remember that, Tilly Norwood looks like ChatGPT tried to describe Margot Robbie to a sketch artist, and I've never felt more seen.
No offense, but I want my actors to have flaws. Weird noises, visible pores, the capacity to make poor dating decisions. That's the real human experience.
Plus, if this becomes the new standard, no more salaries, no more set drama, no more bathroom breaks. It's just asset libraries replacing artists.
And what happens when studios start licensing these AI actors across films? Like Tilly stars in a rom-com, then a war movie, then a cereal commercial, all in the same week.
Tilly Norwood as sad girl, tactical operative, Oak spokeswoman. She's a versatile because she's programmable.
Final question: can AI win an Oscar?
Only if it can get canceled first.
Fair.
Final verdict?
Tilly thought haunting and likely booked through 2040. But I still rather see a real actress ugly cry on screen than watch a code base set me sadness in 4K.
Yeah, it is what it is. So, what are your thoughts here at the future of digital actors and actresses?
I don't know if I like that idea. I mean, yeah, you don't have to pay them. The movie would make then you get the whole point of the movie. The people who filming get the all that money.
Yeah.
You cut out that little, basically not the middleman, but in essence, and almost the middleman right there.
So
The main
it would be the production company.
drive.
So it would be for Tilly, it would be, what was the name of the company? Synth, or was it? Synth Dreams would be the company making the money, because they're the
Who own the rights to Tilly, right?
Yeah.
Essentially, right?
So yeah, they are the ones that would get the recognition for Tilly. So let's kind of step back a little bit. So we've seen digital implementations, like the tennis ball thing. Like we've been moving forward with CGI for a long time, and that's how actors sometimes have to do it. So I was wondering how they were going to do this. Like recently, with there's been a couple AI video softwares that's been popping up that I've seen some AI short films been made. They are not good in production value, but they are so goofy and funny that I'll show you one later when we meet up. But it's one of those things where we're getting to a point where some of these AI video stuff is getting so close to reality that, look, we already have a AI actress at this point, right? Because once you have a model done, because it's going to cost a lot of money to get an accurate model and everything looking good, then to program it to the AI for quote acting, right? It's gonna take some time, and whatever investment that Synth Dreams put into it, seems like people are attuned to it. I'm not majorly against it, but it's definitely gonna rile up some people in one way or another.
Yeah, I think, yeah, obviously, I guess it would cut down the production costs, but then we would have to crank out movies a lot faster.
Yeah, that's true. That's another thing. Yeah, it cuts.
Think about it. You mean you hire these, people to fill in the role,
and you got to work around their schedule and everything. And now the schedule is just how long does it take to render this scene, right?
Right.
So yeah, so there is
I don't know. I don't know if I like that idea. I do like personal human, because humans are flawed, but that's what makes it great. We can relate to the human flaw, you know. I don't know if I could, you know, not the same. It's just I like.
it just doesn't feel. It doesn't feel right.
It won't feel human, and I love human essences because it gives that authenticity. When you have somebody who are automatically programmed to try that tear or be angry on demand and not make a mistake, like.
But it's not like we
get the bloopers, man. We're not gonna get any more bloopers.
When was the last time we got a movie with bloopers? They don't. And then when was the last time you bought a DVD that had extras?
Don't quote me, but it was my kid. I did recently buy them one. It's an old one, but nonetheless.
Exactly.
Like the Incredibles movie.
Good movie. But yeah, it's like DVD sales, Blu-ray sales, they're not in high demand anymore. People
no.
People just stream, and then the extras that used to be fun in DVD things, they're gone. People don't do that. People don't see bloopers. Sometimes the bloopers show up on YouTube at that point, right? Like, and then sometimes, like, I was gonna say, you forgot that the movie we watched recently, Freakier Friday, had bloopers at the end in the credits.
It did. That was fun. That was enjoyable. So we got some of that. It was just like, you remember when we had VHSs, we really didn't have bloopers per se. And now that we have DVDs, it was like, ooh, that's cool thing.
Behind the scenes commentary, all that stuff. I was like, growing up, that at first I didn't care what people thought, but then I was like, oh, why not? And then I started watching the commentary section, like, oh, that's kind of cool. And now you don't get anything unless you actually go and seek it out. And I have not purchased a DVD in forever and so long. Like that is, yeah, it's like there's, and I don't even own a DVD player. Okay, I own a Blu-ray player. But it's in storage. Does that really count? I don't use a Blu-ray player. I don't use CDs. Like the physical aspect has gone, right? And that's the thing, going back. The physical thing is being replaced by digital. That's kind of going back. That's where the tangent off. And I can see what they're doing because you can not scalp. You can sculpture. You can like create this being, this person, into whatever you need them to be for whatever scene you need to be for whatever role they need to be in, right? And it can be done, quote, in the drop of a hat, minus like a couple probably days of working in a team of like probably a couple dozen people, or even just a group of 5 trying to get it all done. But it's still, it's not gonna go away. This is just the beginning. We've worked with a lot of AI tools to get our stuff looking good, helping us with all our stuff. Because imagine all the extra work we would have to do to get to this point. It would take hours and hours. And Liz learned recently that a lot of work is consolidated to help us do all this. Because yeah, it can take a small team to do a lot of stuff, but for someone that's the thing, like what we do, we're just our small hobby, right? So when we do it to the best ability. We use it to make our lives that are extremely busy and taunting to just reduce that level to make what we can do here good. But when it comes to like that scope, it's like it can get wild. And today AI is going to be the worst it's ever been right now, because it's just going to get better, and it depends on how it's going to be used and then how it's going to be regulated. That's a whole other discussion.
The robots are taking over.
Yep. Do you know what the slur for the AIs are? Can you guess? There's a slur for AIs. Can you guess?
No, what is it?
Can you
no,
guess?
I wouldn't. I have no idea what I don't even have an idea what a slur would be.
They're called clankers.
They'll be calling us the clankers because we'll be old and dying, and they'll be like, well, we'll be laughing our asses off at us.
We'll be bone bags. We'll be the bone bags. But yeah, that's the thing. It's like we're just gonna have to watch and see how it goes. I want to see if I can find us a clip for later to see Tilly, and they probably have like a little showcase of her. Now the question is, Liz, do you want to go see a movie with Tilly on screen?
Probably not.
Are you not interested at all?
I just can't. If kissing scenes, like I can't imagine you. Like it's like you kissing what? Nothing. Air. Okay, think about that. You're supposedly kissing Tilly Norwood.
All right, everyone. My goal will be to trick Liz into watching a movie with Tilly, and she won't even know it's that actress. And I'm like, Liz, look, this is a really good movie. Let's go watch it. She's gonna not realize it.
I'd be like, this movie's shit. Walk out.
Once you realize it, Tilly. But I'll get your butt on that seat. All right.
It'd be a really good film.
All right, Liz, I have a story for you, and I swear on Tanjiro's forehead scar, this is 100% real.
Okay, go ahead. But if it involves feet or fluids, I swear to God.
All right. Oh, so picture this: full theater, hack screening for the recent Demon Slayer, the Infinity Castle film. Lights are down, the vibes are serious, katanas, trauma, anime tears, and people screaming. And then some guy stands up in the middle of the aisle.
No.
And just starts pissing right there in the aisle.
Ew. Ew.
Full adult stream, no shame, no attempt to sneak it, just nature's wrath unleashed in surround sound.
No. He did not activate his water breathing technique midair.
He really did. He really did. And he had a giant soda, and he didn't want to miss the training montage. So instead of going to the bathroom like any normal person, he stood up and became the Blooder Hashira.
I'm going to be sick. He peed for anime. Like, it wasn't even a climax scene, just crunches and sword swinging.
His direct quote when the cop showed up was, "I didn't want to miss the training arc." That's the whole defense.
That's not a defense. That's a symptom of fandom rot. Somebody needs to collect his Crunchyroll account as evidence.
It gets worse. He sat back down like nothing happened. He just re-immersed himself into the plot. Meanwhile, theater sets had to pause the movie and clean literal urine off the aisle.
Oh my god, imagine being in that row trying to emotionally invest into the demon lore where this guy behind you just leaked a filler episode.
There's video and we can check it out. It's in our docket, but it not of him pissing. It's the aftermath because it went viral because one person on TikTok zoomed in of the mop bucket and the rage of the audience.
I hate this timeline. I hate how perfect that caption is.
Yeah, Twitter had a field day. People said he was watching Piss Note, not Demon Slayer. Another called him Urine Goku. My favorite, he trained his bladder like a true warrior and still failed the final boss.
Stop, I'm crying. This is why anime fans can't have nice things.
He's facing charges, public lewdness, disorderly conduct, and probably a permanent ban from every AMC within a 50-mile radius.
Honestly, deserve. We gotta protect the carpets, Jesus.
Not just the carpets, but there's now discourse about bladder-safe movie runtimes. People are demanding pee breaks. Some even want theaters to list urination difficulties to the next runtime.
Like a video game. You start with easy hold for short movie. It's all the way up to red. Demon Slayer mode, no survivors.
Merch ideas already flying. Bladder breathing first form. I want royalties.
I also want to wear an Ensoku urge suppression belt for the meme, maybe even for the real.
So the moral of this story, there's a lot of it.
Don't pee in public, especially not during anime, especially not near me, where you'll be the exercise from society.
So, a little deeper into the stories I was researching ahead of this. So this guy not only peed mid-theater, he pissed on a child as top of that when he was spraying.
Bro.
So the video in the docket list, if you want to see it, is
No.
people getting it wasn't the video. Like I said, it's not him peeing. It's what the audience did to him when they caught him. What do you think? What do you think happened?
Sprayed their drinks on him. Or their drinks on him, maybe? No?
Worse.
No? Or they peed on him?
Not that gross.
What?
Just watch the video and describe it.
No, I don't want to watch the video, please.
It's not
I want to
that.
have an appetite for dinner tonight, okay?
Oh no, that's not that bad. God, like you think the worst in people. God.
I do.
Just because
I do. Have you seen the world today?
Have you just because we're
talking
we're talking about a guy who hissed on a child during a movie.
Oh boy.
Here, there it is, Liz.
Okay, fine. Where is it? You sent it.
Yeah, it's in general.
I'm
And
muting this, y'all.
mute it, and just describe what's happening. You don't have to. You don't have to hear the audio. You can just watch the video.
I don't.
No, just watch
the video. Oh damn! Somebody's railing on him, literally. Like one of those machines with a. Damn.
Okay, describe it for the audio listeners.
So the guy's getting railed on, getting punched on. He's just getting punches after punches. Somebody else jumped in and started punching him. There's another guy. The guy continued. There's that guy who kept beating up on that guy. The movie's playing in the background. It's a dark scene. I can't see much more. There's a little bit of light, and they're just beating on him and punching him the shit out of him. They turn on the lights finally. He's just on the ground, laying on the floor, after being punched so many times.
So, in your opinion, Liz, deserved or not deserved? Or overblown?
Kinda, yes. And no, I think it was overbearing. I think it should have been a couple punches, not like railing, getting like.
Imagine if it was your child too.
Been like literally knocked down and then put in his own piss.
I think he might have.
He might have. Okay.
You never know.
Either way, it's still gross.
But yeah, that's the gist of the story. So here's the thing. I don't know about. I can't speak for women, but I think in human standards, right? Everyone has to take a piss, right? We've also had to sit in movies and have to hold it certain times, and if you can't, to the bathroom.
Exactly. Watch it later.
or you just hold it in as long as you can, because okay, I'll make this statement. In the last couple of years that I've seen movies, I've only had to get up and go to the bathroom one time because I do my utmost best to either use the restroom before I go into the movies, like into the seating, or I try to avoid drinking a lot before going into them. At the time we've gone, we grab a couple drinks before we grab some food and stuff like that. So you seem to just use the restroom before because it's just going to be, we know, and depending on the length of the movie, right? Because movies, they can be a nice, somber 90-minute movie, but some movies recently they go on for like almost 2.5 hours. And if you've gone out for food and drinks, it's gonna be definitely for me. Liz knows this. The alcoholic drinks definitely just go like water. Poof. So I try to be careful on that, but for me it's always the last probably 20-30 minutes, if depending on scenes, because people have that psychological thing with there's water in the thing. It's like, oh god, I gotta go. But I don't know, that's my experience as
Train your bladder, man. Train your bladder.
And there's been time with when we're out with my brother and he just goes to the bathroom
Twice too many.
and exactly, but the thing is he goes to the bathroom, people, and it can be annoying.
A kid gets up and goes to the bathroom like, hey mom, I gotta go. Okay.
Yeah, and
I'll watch the movie.
And it can be a little, a little bit annoying being that one guy being like, oh, God, I gotta make my way through, but you have to do it. You just can't.
Especially when it's packed, but you all have to do it, right?
Exactly. But I don't know. Maybe you have a different perspective as a woman. Like, what do you, or is it still the same?
I think I feel like the same way. You get up and you go to use the restroom. It's not like I think it would be kind of gross to be like urinating on a seat, basically. But still, you think about it, it's gross. And
Yeah.
it's hard to get urine smells out in general.
Oh.
You literally have to bleach the shit out of things sometimes.
Yeah. I feel bad for the MC worker who had to clean that up.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah,
Hope
because
it was manager because
oh yeah,
managers have to do the jobs.
for bodily fluids. Yep, yep. But it's I saw that. I watched that movie twice, and it is a long movie. Quotes in movies, but it is long. Definitely, I had to use the restroom in the last half hour of that movie. But like I said, you just gotta hold it in or leave. Definitely, the second time I watched it, I knew when slower parts are
Yeah,
happening.
wear a diaper. Be a diaper, man. It's okay. It's okay. There's so many grown-up adults wearing diapers nowadays.
No, man, people are gonna think I'm part of the, what is it called?
The
Oh my God.
baby.
No, there's something. Oh my God, there. I was gonna make a dumb joke, but it's not coming to me. It's like yeah. There's something called adult diaper play, ADP, something like that. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, it's a whole discussion for another day, Liz. That's a whole discussion for another day.
It's okay. You can wear the diaper. I won't tell nobody.
Oh no, it's worse than that, Liz. Worse than that.
No, God, no. I no. Okay, never mind. We're not gonna touch that subject, man.
We're not gonna do it for normal. For a bonus episode, Liz will do it. But yeah. So, what? Any thoughts on this story before we continue?
Just be an adult and go use the damn restroom. Simple as that.
Yeah, can't disagree with more.
Not it's. That's so gross. What?
All right,
It's
let's
like finding piss bottles everywhere.
you could have just pissed in the stupid drink. At that point,
No, nobody knows at that point.
Yeah, just all right. Continue.
Deep breath, because this one hits hard. It's about a cancer, a crypto, and some people will weaponize hope for profit.
And now I'm bracing for emotional impact.
So John Mullins, 52, father, retired mechanic, diagnosed with late-stage pancreatic cancer earlier this year. Doctors told him it was terminal. He was devastated, but determined to leave something behind for his teenage daughter.
Oh wait, that's the bad one, right? The late stage pancreatic. That's oh wow, okay.
Stage 4.
Damn, that's heartbreaking.
Right? He starts looking for ways to turn what savings is into something bigger. Retirement fund, old 401k, a few bonds, and that's when he finds, or more accurate, is targeted by coin.
Wait, Cure Coin? No. Tell me, this isn't what I think it is.
Exactly what you think it is. A scammy crypto token posing as a medical investment platform. They claimed they were funding cancer research through decentralized finance.
Oh god. They're wrapped in a Ponzi scheme in a lab coat, sprinkled with sympathy.
They had it all. Slick promo videos, fake testimonials from so-called doctors, a plagiarized white paper, and even phony endorsements from non-existent research groups. They even told John he was part of an exclusive VIP medical investor tier.
Okay. Let me double check a few things here. So yeah, let me finish this story. So yeah, he did, and he had a lot of investment while he was doing all this. So let me go back to the docket really quick. Pull up the dockets. Let's see here. To some clarification here. So yeah, he was saving money so he can, pay for his cancer treatments and stuff like that. And so this individual got scammed out of money because he was playing a video game, apparently. Oh. So it was a basically what's So do you remember how much do you remember how crypto works, Liz? A little bit. We've talked a lot about crypto, but how much do you remember how it works?
So you invest some money and they, like a stock fund, basically.
Yeah, more or
Doubles
less. Yeah. And it's
something
under your
like that.
name, it's under your account, stuff like that. So what happened was he was live streaming on one of these crypto sites, and let me look at here, and he was asked to play a video game. And what happened was that video game ended up kind of being like this janky one, like a free to play one, just like, and he like downloaded it, playing it. It was super cheap and everything. It was free to play, you know, it's free. But apparently there was actually something malicious behind it, because it scrubbed his system for his username and passwords, and all his stuff got pulled. All his cancer money he was using for his treatments and stuff.
Damn.
So yeah, that's what I'm reading from the docket. What are your thoughts here, Ferd?
Wow. Can we do that to a politician or a millionaire? Why the hell would you do it to somebody who's got cancer, like end stage? They're not going to make it. I mean, you just have hope and prayer that you know make it another year. Oh, that's horrible. That's horrifying.
So yeah,
That's sad.
so that's what happened. He basically, luckily, the community around him got some of the money back through it, but yeah, it's one of the things. It's just people were looking into it. Other people got their money lost because they played the game that scrubbed their system. So you got to be very, very wary about what you're downloading. Remember what you were told as a kid, and I don't download anything. Wait, were you a LimeWire kid or not?
Maybe.
So trust me, I've
I plead the fifth.
well, I downloaded a couple of viruses in my time, so
Me too. I'm not saying it that I didn't. I did. Yeah, I was a LimeWire person.
so yeah, so but
Trust me. I was like, hey, bro, can you?
But yeah, but people are smarter these days, and they're programming like malicious hacks into games that are able to scrub your computer for your account and stuff. So people could like get your bank account information, just like whoop, gone. And it sucks, like you said. I feel bad for him because he was using this money for his cancer treatment, trying to make some savings, to then be stolen from someone. And some, like I said, if some positive news that his community raised some of the money back and got it, but that money's still lost. And fortunately, some people, because this is all on, like, a lot of people, is like, since it's crypto, a lot of it's kind of anonymous in some sense, but you can still track it, and there's ways to do it. Some people were able to track the persons who took some of the money, and they found them.
Oh, good.
So, no, law is hard, Liz. I don't. They're going.
Yeah, I know.
Mostly when it comes to crypto, since there's no regulations.
This is why I don't invest in crypto, because this exact thing. This is problematic. Knowing my luck, I would
Lose it all.
I would be always broke. Yep.
But like I said, they found him. He's trying to lay low, but they are hunting him. They found his social media, and he is not safe for anything. But it's one of the things where it's just like just people. Some people are trying to make a quick buck, and then they go after someone who's literally at the ends of their lives trying to make ends meet. And like we I think you and me both say, like, do what you need to do to make $1, but not at the expense of others at that point, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's so easy to steal on things like that. They're just getting more ingenious in ways to steal because just actually there's a small story just I think a week or two ago, one of the grocery stores up in Southern Oregon.
Washington.
No,
Oh, is it
Southern Portland. I think it was
okay.
Southern Portland.
I thought it was somewhere near us. I knew that for a fact.
It's Southern Portland. Southern Portland. And one of the grocery stores, the classic pin pad scammers got to it, and they it was there for 48 hours, I believe. And a reasonably busy grocery store will go through hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in one check stand. And you know, it's someone just going bloop for a few seconds or like under a minute, install it, and then walk away, and then just money being printed. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's like people are getting bamboozled, and people are gonna say like it's the company's losing money. I'm like, still, it just makes it harder.
No, it's actually human beings, especially when it's EBT people who need that money to feed their family.
So yeah, it's disappointing. Like this story is just sad because, you know, when it comes to crypto, it's like, oh, someone gets scammed. It's always the bad people, or someone's always. And this one's definitely a little bit sadder with some high notes of like, oh, they found the person, the group, but they can't really do anything about it, you know. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at the moment. What are any thoughts, Liz, on this?
Sad, disheartening. I wish these people go after the richer people, not the people who are struggling to make day in, day out.
Well, sadly, this one
good, not that evil.
Well, for this one, Liz, it's just people who want to play a game. That's the thing. It's like this was just a free game, so like anyone, like your kid could have just like, oh, let's play this one game and just download it since it's free. It's just an easy download, and their computer will get whoop.
Yeah.
So it's just
makes me paranoid of the world.
So, all right. This next one might genuinely be one of the weirdest, most unhinged stories we've probably ever covered, Liz.
Oh no. That's saying something. You're telling me the Topps crypto cancer coin and anime IO urination?
It does, because this one involves a respected British surgeon who faked a boating accident so he could have both his legs amputated for money and for pleasure.
Excuse me? What?
Okay, so yeah. So the guy is named Dr. Peter Yates. Yates. Yeah, former trauma surgeon. He took out over 4 million pounds in insurance policies, then paid 2 guys to stage an accident on a lake. Claimed he slipped off the dock and got caught in the boat propellers, and boom, emergency double amputation.
Okay, I have so many questions. First off, how do you even plan that? Like, do you just Google how to get a leg fraud discreetly, or what?
Funny you say that, because yes, authorities pulled up his search history, and it included things like stage amputation success stories, trauma injury propeller, and my personal favorite, amputation insurance payout calculator.
This man had spreadsheets for self-discussion. He did the math.
He did. He definitely did. But this story goes even deeper. After the surgery, when he was recovering, investigators found that he anonymously blogged under the name Legless Lad 89, allegedly, where he wrote erotic fan fictions involving limb loss. He described the amputation as liberating and transformative.
He turned his kink into a career move. That's the darkest version of follow your passion I've ever heard.
Exactly. So when the story broke, the media tried to frame it as a case of BIID, body integrity identity disorder. BID. Is that how you say it? BID. Is it BID?
Mhm.
BID. It's a rare condition where people feel like the limb doesn't belong to them.
Right? It's a real thing. But isn't that also a medical diagnosis, not a con artist escape hatch?
That's what the court said. They brought the psychologist. They ruled he didn't have BIID. He wasn't experiencing identity distress. He was just chasing a fantasy and a payout.
So what did you do with the money?
Oh, here's the kicker. He got to spend most of it. The insurance flagged inconsistency before the full claim went through. Once investigators saw the blog and staged the accident timeline, it unraveled fast.
He lost the legs and the money. My dude hit self-destruct twice.
Yep, he's got 17 years in prison and lots of his medical licenses lost his medical license permanently. But in his final statement in court, he said, and I quote, "Now I finally look the way I feel inside."
That's either the most haunting TED intro or the plot of the David Cronenberg film.
Social media, of course, went full chaos. One meme that he took cutting toxic things out of your life way too seriously. Another, legless by choice, but fraudulent by design.
Honestly, Twitter should be a criminal courtroom. They're closing arguments harder than most prosecutors.
So some were sympathetic, like, let people live their truths. Others were like, your truths shouldn't involve fraudulent propeller cosplay.
Look, identity is complex. Kinks are complex. But if you need a fake trauma scenario, co-conspirators, and a chainsaw budget, maybe explore that in therapy, not on a lake.
Final thoughts?
If your insurance claim requires fake blood, a blog alias, and a phrase liberating dismemberment, the only thing should be your internet access.
Ugh. Yep. Thoughts, Liz? Here. Additional ones?
What the hell? What the hell?
I told you it was
so
gonna be
messed
I
up.
told you it was gonna be the wildest story. We talked about a lot of stories, but this is
Yeah, this is wild. This is definitely wild. This is definitely touch. This is. I think it's just past whatever we've done in the past. Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah. I mean, I've heard some stories like people are like, yeah, they have BIID or or they wanted to be permanently blind. I've heard so many crazy stories over the years, and this one I think really kind of almost tops the cake, man. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
Got caught, buddy. He got caught.
He got caught and
he never got that payout.
He got caught and he got cut and no payout. So he lost his legs. He didn't get paid.
And his license.
Oof, a lot of things got cut out. Yeah. It is definitely a wild story, to say the least. It is like the physicians, as far as the courts say, he didn't have BIID, so I'll take the court's ruling on that. So he did that, but for sure, this is a condition. I've heard this. I don't think you and I have discussed, but I know I've seen stories of people like this who have that, and there's the reverse thing of phantom limb syndrome too, the opposite of this, the counterpart, if you would like.
Itches, it's not there.
Yeah, and there are.
He literally can't be itching his leg anymore. Oh, my leg feels like it's in the water.
Yeah. So, but yeah, there are these things that your brain pricks on you, and and I definitely cannot understand that mentality. But I think we both talked about that weird sensation where your brain just kind of makes you like, oh, you're in a car and you're like, what happens if I crash into that tree mentality?
Yeah, we all have been in that mental state. Like, oh, what happens if X, Y, and Z, what will be the outcome?
Yeah.
We think about these things.
But yeah, it's one of those things that it's a passing thought, right? We don't dwell on it, but there are people who dwell on
We
certain.
don't act on it either.
Exactly, we don't dwell or
I'm
act on it.
certainly not looking it up, and I'm not putting it on Reddit under playlist.
I'm not on Google saying like, what happens if I crash into this tree? How much would I get a pound?
How much did I get paid out?
But yeah, it can get, and probably this happens. Well, maybe not the leg cutting, but this happens more. We've talked about stories similar in sense where people plan out these scams, they get to it, then they get found out. But this is the first time we've had such a morbid like outcome to it, right? Like someone actually lost their legs because of this. I'm like,
If they wanted to.
yeah, and I know some people, to each their own as far as kinks, everyone. There are people who are into that, no judgment here. But yeah, to go to that extent is wild. And then trying to get money out of it. I don't know. It kind of also, the money aspects also kind of like makes it like, really, it's just like, maybe he just, he's a surgeon. Maybe he just pondered like, what if I didn't have my leg because he saw that so many times, but that's a discussion for a deeper discussion for the after dark of our show. But as far as just the general story, Liz, what do you have any other thoughts of him? How long is he going to jail for? 14 years?
Yeah, 17.
17 years?
Said.
Damn.
Yeah, 17. I can't believe it. Like, I don't know. That's almost 20 years of your life. You miss out on so much stuff. But is that what makes him happy? I guess yes. But at the same time, like, what the heck were you thinking about trying to do this as a make money scheme?
Yeah, like, oh yes,
blows my mind.
That's the thing. I think that's where it just becomes a little bit like, yeah, making yourself permanently disabling yourself, or that, even though that's can be.
He's not really disabled. There is, they can't
enabled.
That work.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want me to be more PC, Liz?
Yes, I do. He's not completely handicapped, but complete handicap is like somebody removing their own eyeballs and stuff like that.
Next thing you know, Liz is gonna want.
That mental image came through my head. Oh.
Yeah. Next thing you know, Liz is gonna want rights for clankers, guys.
No.
She wants to be PC. You have to, Liz. You have to. Tilly needs her rights.
Tilly needs her breaks, okay?
That's my rights.
Can't film every 24 days.
All right. I think that's kind of the juxtaposition. It's just weird. At least he's getting some level of punishment. So.
Yeah. At least he gets health care too.
Here you'd lose your legs and basically lose your arms to pay for them in America.
That is true. That is true. And that wraps up today's tour through humanity's strangest impulses, worst decisions, and surprisingly creative scams.
We laughed. We cried. We questioned the morality of leg removal as a lifestyle. And honestly, it was a lot.
This episode had everything. Synthetic actresses, anime bladder breakdowns, a terminally ill man getting the
Web3
web rug pulled, and a surgeon who literally took cutting costs to the extreme.
We need a palate cleanser after this. Yep, we are going to be grabbing a drink after this. Something simple. Maybe like a raccoon stealing a drink or a donut or two, or maybe a toddler driving a golf cart into a pond.
Next week, Waterman probably returns. But until then, if you made it this far, you're one of the good ones.
And if you're watching on YouTube, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and drop us a comment. Tell us which story made you gasp, laugh, or spiral into existential dread.
And if you're listening on Spotify or any other podcast app, hit the follow, leave us a rating, and tell a friend or a coworker or your group that chat that shares cursed TikToks at 2 a.m.
Or if your uncle who keeps trying to sell you crypto, especially him, he needs this episode.
We're back next week with the more absurd headlines, bad decisions, and questionable life choices.
Until then, bye.
Yo, going with KB, search to 11 with a block in the 95. Clear the night, going, we going, we go. Yo, we got bees in the street, sleepers on the block, this is Gerald TCP, live talking cover. Locked up command with the mic and a bulletproof vest, reporting live from a scene that's a hot mess.